it's just confusion because one part of the ritual book I had saw where they were talking about a prayer in Jesus' name, but the next page had a hymn like for the memorial service, and they were talking about Themis, a Greek god, singing praises to her. And then on the next page, it had a hymn praising the organization. I'm like, this is mixture, and it's polytheistic, worship of multiple gods. And you do that when you do these things. And like we were worshiping those gods when we did those rituals. That was our sacrifice to them. That was worship. That was incense to the devil, honoring these Greek deities, whether we knew it or not. And we gave our life over to them. And, God was just showing me that I was guilty by association, even though I didn't care about it no more. It doesn't matter if you don't care about it no more. You're still in it. And he was just showing me that, like, if you're in a car with somebody and you driving with them, and you're not driving the car, but you're in the car with them and they're driving and they have like weed in the car or drugs in the car and you don't know about it, right? And y'all get pulled over, you both going to jail, And so that's what would have happened to me. Like, I don't care about it, but I'm associated with it. So I'm guilty. Like, if I stand before the Lord, I'm guilty and it's over. Like, I'm going to jail, aka hell. And it's just so crazy. Like, even with the whole divided loyalties thing, the Lord had gave me a dream, and that's when he highlighted spiritual adultery to me, because I had never heard of that until he showed me in a dream. So it was a dream that I had of this guy that I knew that was an alpha, and he was standing before a preacher or a pastor, and like he ended up being on the ground and shaking his head, crying. He was like, it's so hard, it's just so hard, and he just kept repeating that, shaking his head, crying. And the minister looked at him and was like, well, it's because you committed adultery in the spirit. And then he was about to tell him what was causing that. And I was in the dream behind him. And I said to myself, I was like, well, I hope he reveals his paternity to him. And that spirit heard me say that. And in the dream, he had turned around and looked at me. And there's a whole wicked spirit on his face. And it looked like he wanted to like literally bite my head off. It was upset with me. It did not want him to know that by him being in the organization, he was not able to fully live for God. He wanted to, just like a lot of people are in these organizations, they want to live for God. They think they love God, but they hit a ceiling. Like, it's only so far you can go with holiness and purity and things like that when you're in these organizations, because you're in a covenant with a wicked spirit, and it's a mixture. So you're going to always be in mixture. You're not going to be able to fully elevate until you detach from that. That's what the Lord was telling me. Like, in order for me to fully like operate in the gifts and the call, just whatever it is, like I had to fully detach from that and I had to get out of it.